you guys, this is Team Mgtow here, and in this video today we're going to be watching how apparently Starbucks is racist somehow by feminist terms. But before we get into the video, my Patreon, PayPal, and Twitter down below, you guys want to check that out. Anything does help in the long run, but without further ado, let's get into the video.
Starbucks pumpkin spice lattes have become an American tradition for many. People guzzle tens of millions of them every year. Could it be, though, that they are racist? You probably hadn't thought of that, but you may not be a member of the feminist group Ultraviolet. They said in a tweet that, quote, "That favorite fall drink of yours is funding rent payments to white supremacy." The claim is based on Starbucks franchises located in properties owned by the Trump administration. There's one in Trump Tower.
These people are idiots. Let me explain why. These people saying that Starbucks as a business are racist. No, they're not. They go where they get money. In these areas, they must be getting a lot of money to be located there. Like, more people go there than other places, apparently. And not because they're racist, because of their business. They look for the most potential money that they could get out of an area. And they saw a lot of money coming in. That's why they are there.
Nell Gibbon-Daly is a feminist and a psychotherapist, and she joins us tonight. So now I think of this show as not just a cable news show, but also a visual record of the times we're living in, the insanity of the Cultural Revolution now in progress in 2017. And this segment is going to be one that people 50 years from now watch with mouths agape. How can pumpkin spice latte be a white supremacist beverage? Fill me in as a non-feminist.
I understand. I know this whole big pumpkin spice latte controversy. So this group Ultraviolet came out, which is a feminist organization, and said that they want people to boycott buying pumpkin spice lattes in branches that are located in retail locations that are in Trump Tower, essentially in Midtown Manhattan.
Right. I mean, you know, you often hear people say the activist left is a bunch of silly, out-of-touch rich people, and this kind of gives them ammo for that argument. I mean, in a country with, you know, serious unemployment, massive drug problems, huge levels of consumer debt, here are the entitled feminists of Ultraviolet getting mad at Starbucks. Do you kind of see why maybe this is almost like a stereotype?
You know, Tucker completely right. You know, these feminist groups could be targeting like gun violence, hunger, all these things, but they don't. They target stupid things to push their agenda forward. And this is the result of what time we're living in.
Well, this isn't a new controversy. Ever since Trump started running for president, there has been pressure for retailers to pull out of locations in Trump Tower. So it's not just Starbucks. Also, Nike has been pressured, and people have been urged not to support anything that is involved with the Trump brand. So the issue.
But wouldn't it just be easier to make an argument instead of punishing? I mean, I don't like Starbucks. I don't care what happens at Starbucks, but they're not responsible for Trump's policies. They're just a retailer in a building with his name on it. I don't even know if he owns the building. Wouldn't it just be easier to make a straightforward argument against whatever policies Trump has that you don't like?
Yeah, well, I mean, what's problematic about this for me, and I am a feminist, is that historically, when we put pressure on certain corporations, sometimes it does affect policy change. In this case, Starbucks does a ton. They do a ton. Everything from working with vets to the transgender community. They're considered a progressive company. And so to hurt their bottom line as a way to create policy change, and obviously it's a bit of a conundrum.
Well, you know what's so interesting?
So basically what you're saying is to hurt the policy, you need to hurt the company that might not even have anything to do with them? How stupid does that sound? To me, that sounds completely stupid because you're basically hurting a company that has nothing to do with the problem. It's stupid.
When I hear companies described as progressive, whether they're Google or Apple or Uber or Starbucks, these are companies that really don't pay their employees very much. But liberals don't seem to care as long as they sign on to whatever fashionable rich person lefty cause is going on at the moment. Why is there never any pressure on these companies to pay their actual employees more?
Well,
That
I
would
mean,
seem like
look,
a pretty virtuous thing to do. Like, why not give them better health care, for example, or longer vacations? I never hear liberals say that. Why?
I understand what you're saying, I mean, and that's a problem across all kinds of companies, whether they're progressive or not progressive, and that becomes a minimum wage question. That's not necessarily what they're
minimum
talking
wage.
about.
Well, let's say, hey, Starbucks, you employ all these people. Why not pay them $20 an hour if you're so progressive, instead of just like issuing some, purple press release on transgender bathrooms? Like, why don't you put your money where your mouth is? You guys are rich. Why not do that? Never occur to you?
Yeah, of course it occurs to me. I mean, there's a lot of problems with our system the way it's run right now, Tucker. I mean, obviously.
It's hilarious. It's like a get out of liberalism free card or something. It's hilarious. I mean, Nell, thank you for coming on tonight.
No,
Appreciate
thank you,
it.
Tucker. It's always a pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks. We'll be right back.
He brings up a good point. Not just this company, but many others. They could be paying their, employees more if they wanted to. But I'm not going to get into that right now. At least not today. But that's going to be the video today, you guys. I just want to say something before I end it off. That I'm sorry that the last week or so I haven't really uploaded. For a couple of days, YouTube wouldn't let me upload, and then the last few days, I was just getting back into it because YouTube, I was dealing with YouTube and all that. But now I'm going to try and upload every day like I used to. But if you guys did enjoy the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch all you guys later. Bye.